So, good morning to good morning to all. I am very glad to take webinar on blockchain because I like a name blockchain. Okay. So before I go into this session, I am introduce myself. My name is Kamalesh. I am from Pantechelearning. I am working under projects like machine learning, deep learning, data science, and AI. Okay, so today I'm going to take about webinar on blockchain. Okay, so before we go into this session, I like to thanks to Anand Institute of Higher Technology, organized by Department of Computer Science Engineering in association with Pantech e-learning. Okay, so I like to give special thanks to coordinators like Mrs. A. Maladi, Assistant Professor of CSE, and Mrs. M. Mageshwari, Assistant Professor of CSE. Okay, so today we are going to see about webinar on blockchain. Okay, so if you want to understand about this webinar, please refresh your mind because uh, get we are see about the next revolution of the internet. Okay, so what we are going now about today's internet and next revolution, next 10 years, it will all the internets will be changed. Okay, how it will be communicated. Okay, so you have to with a fresh mind, so then only you will be not you will be understand. Okay, what is blockchain. Okay, so before we are going to this session, you have to understand about blockchain. Some information I have to give, like if you are hear this word blockchain, definitely uh, you you hear about bitcoins. Okay, so why we are using bitcoins and what is the use of bitcoin and what is the use of blockchain? Why they are using bitcoin in the blockchain? Okay, about all the details I will tell in this webinar. Okay, for example, everyone will know about the State Bank of India. Okay, so State Bank of India in report they tell in next, that is in next 10 years, that is in 2013, within 2013 they will implement, each and every bank will be working under decentralized network only. Okay, so now we are working under centralized network, but in next 10 years, that is 2030, all the banks will be under blockchain community only. Okay, so and then in last 2 years or last 1 years, most of the internet search in Google is what is blockchain. Okay, that is more than 250 percentage. Most of the persons will be searching for what is blockchain, what is blockchain. Okay, and then it's a nothing but it's a next revolution. Okay, it's a next revolution. We are seeing about the next revolution today in webinar session by connecting a Pantech e-learning. Okay, so what is blockchain and what we are seeing in this webinar. This is the table of contents we are providing in this webinar about introduction and concerns of network, what are the drawbacks of network, and what is cryptography, and then what is nodes and what is hashing, and then about block. Okay, so first I will give some definition. Okay, what is nodes and what is hashing, because at the starting itself I will tell you what is blockchain means. Definitely it's everyone, it's a new blockchain technologies. It's a new thing. Okay, so if at the starting itself I am tell you what is blockchain means, you definitely you can't understand. So I will introduce little bit. Okay, then concerns of algorithm and types of blockchain and introduction to Ethereum. Okay, what is Ethereum and why we are using Ethereum, and smart contract and miners. Okay, and drawback of blockchain. Definitely if you have any advantage about anything, any domain means, definitely they have a disadvantage also. Okay, what are the disadvantages of that, I will tell you at last. Okay, so these are the table of contents we are covering. First we will move on to introduction. Okay, so introduction, why we are using blockchain, that is the introduction. Okay, so here you can see first originally developed for blockchain is not for Bitcoin transaction or in any other hospital management, any other hospital management report or thing and all, not there. Okay, first originally developed for in 1991 for digital timestamps. Okay, that is for sending an digital documents like a notary to from one place to another place. For that purpose they used blockchain technology. Okay, first in 1991 itself blockchain is introduced, blockchain technology is introduced, but now only it's famous. Okay, why it's famous means because of Bitcoin. Okay, in 2009 then it's adapted for Bitcoin, okay, by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009. Okay, so then after they adapted for Bitcoin, hope everyone will, if they hear the word of blockchain means everyone will get into the mind Bitcoin. Okay, so I have to tell one thing: blockchain is not for Bitcoin, only for Bitcoin. We can use for any banking scatters also, or any other different IT scatters companies also. Okay, so Bitcoin is the first adapted for blockchain. Okay, so Bitcoin is nothing but uh, it's like existing. For example, if you imagine something exit which doesn't actually exist, that's it. Okay, it's having its exit but it doesn't have actually exit. Okay, that's a Bitcoin. Okay, so it's a digital currency. Okay, it comes under cryptocurrency. If you take cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is one of the famous thing. Okay, so they are using Bitcoin for blockchain purpose. Okay, so we have lot of currency, like in cryptocurrency we have different type of currencies will be available, but Bitcoin is the one of the famous thing, and that Bitcoin is using those Bitcoin they checked the first blockchain technology. Okay, but we can use for many other purposes like medical records, to transferring the medical records, or e-notary, that is digital documentation system, or collecting tax, or e-voting, or anything. Okay, but it's first adapted for blockchain purpose. Okay, and before we go into this, you have to know what is blockchain. Okay, so blockchain is nothing but it's a distributed ledger technology that can be programmed to record and track anything of values. Okay, so it's a distributed ledger. Distributed ledger means it's a decentralized network. Okay, it's a decentralized network. Decentralized means nothing but for example, in nowadays you can take a phone pay or Google Pay. Okay, if you want to transfer any amount from your account to any other your friend account, you need to you need some server, that is bank server. For example, if it is an CUB, City Union Bank means we need City Union Bank server. We need to connect our Google Pay account to City Union Bank server. Okay, so otherwise if it is an SBI means we need to connect the SBI bank server using Google Pay or Phone Pay. Then we need to transfer those amount to the requested user. Okay, so that is comes under centralized network. Okay, so all your data will be stored in your one single server, one single server, that is belonging of those bank server. Okay, so if for that server any attack or any hacker will enter into that server and some data will be collected, means that's not a secured one. Okay, one centralized server we are transferring any, using centralized server we are transferring any data, that is not a secured one. Okay, for example you can take Gmail or Google or Facebook. Okay, so or WhatsApp. Okay, so for Facebook and all, each and every month we are getting some information about Facebook in online, like that's news and all that. Okay, like because why is like this means we need to maintain that centralized server. Okay, because million account is there. Okay, so we need to maintain that centralized server. Okay, that's difficult. Okay, so that's why here we are using decentralized network. Decentralized network is nothing but we can join each and every public user will be joined in those network. Okay, that is called peer-to-peer network. Okay, for example, if I have a software of blockchain software, I will be as a one server, act as a one server. If you have any blockchain software, or you need to add in those decentralized network, you can add. Okay, so each and every transaction will be updated in your block. For example, I am telling you have a one magic book. Okay, so for example, we have a 1,000 group of community. In those 1,000 group of community, we have each and everyone having the 1,000 members having a one magical book. Okay, for example, if I wrote something in my magical book, for example, pantechelearning, like that I am writing in my magical book, means that each and every 1,000 books having a magical book, for each and every that group having the data, that is each and everyone will be see that what I am writing in my magical book. That is what it's a decentralized network. What I am doing, for example, if I send some Bitcoin for my friend from Kamalesh to from any other friend, it's those Bitcoin data, that is from and to, and how much I am sending to those from, it will be data, those data will be having by each and every one. Okay, that is called decentralized network. Okay, so blockchain is nothing but it's have a ledger. Using those ledger is nothing but it's the data. Okay, if you want to store some data, if you want to store some block, that block is called as a ledger. Okay, using those ledger we need to we are transaction across many computers. Okay, so growing that record is called as a blocks. Okay, growing list of records. Okay, for example, I will transfer some amount, your friends will be transferred to your friends some amount or some bitcoins or any other data. Okay, those data will be recorded in one block, that is called block. Okay, so those blocks will be linked together like with using of cryptography. Okay, with use of cryptography. And then if you want to modify any block, it's not possible to modify. Okay, why it's not possible to modify, I will tell you. Okay, so that is the introduction to blockchain. Okay, so if you are confusing, I told you about some simple example about that magical book. Okay, so you have a magical book, each and every person having that magical book. If I wrote something in that magical book, each and every person will be see that magical book. Okay, so if any one person trying to erase that words and change that word, means it can't possible. Okay, because everyone having the copy of my data. Okay, so we can't change those data. That is the simple explanation of blockchain. Okay, so application we already seen. Okay, so now we enter into the blockchain. Okay, blockchain is distributed ledger. Okay, so why we need to use blocks? Okay, why we need to use blockchain? Okay, so it is a decentralized. Okay, about decentralized, everyone will know. We don't have particular server, we will act as a server. Each and every nodes, that is each and every users will be act as a server. Okay, that is called decentralized network. Okay, and then next one, trusted. Okay, trusted ledger, because each and every person will be trusted, and then each and every ledger will be encrypted with hash value. Okay, what is hash value, I will tell to you. Okay, and then it's a secured one. Secured one means if you are trying to change any block in your blockchain community, it's not possible because it's a secured one. And then P2P means nothing but peer-to-peer community. Okay, so what is peer-to-peer community? You can see in this slide about centralized versus decentralized, that is P2P. Okay, so I already told to you, if you want to transfer any amount, we need some bank server. So bank server means using those bank server we are transferring those amount to the front. Okay, so if you take a peer-to-peer network or decentralized network, each and every node will act as a server. Okay, for example, for real time you want any example, means we can take an example of what is that, torrent. Okay, so everybody will know about torrent. Okay, we are downloading movies or any other data files we need, means we can download through torrent. Okay, so torrent, if you download it in torrent, any downloading file, you will see that seeding and uploading. Okay, so seeding and uploading. Okay, so if you download one movie in your computer, you are the server for any other person, and you are the uploader and both downloader. Okay, so that is the torrent. Okay, torrent will be working under like this only. That's what, if you download it in torrent, means you will be get a more speed when compared to any other browser downloading speed. Okay, so torrent will be act as a both receiver and uploader. Okay, so that is the use of decentralized network. Okay, so concerns of network, what is the main disadvantage of network? Okay, so if you take a main concerns of network, we have totally 4. Okay, so first one is confidentiality, that is A and B and not C. That is what I am telling here, means first one, if A send the message to B, okay, but not C, that is I have a totally 3 node. Okay, A will send the message to B. Okay, but sometimes it's C will be able to say there is no authentication. Okay, so A will be send the message to B, or C will send the message to C. That is called first one. Okay, then next one is integrity. Integrity is nothing but C will change the message. For example, if I send the message from A to B, between A to B, C will be comes and C will be enter into that line and then try to change the message what the A will be sent. And then after that changing the message, then C will be sent to the B. Okay, that is integrity. Okay, and then non-reputation is nothing but no proof for receiver. Okay, you will be get a spam mails now, so like that only you will get a receive a message, but it's not a proof. Okay, we are not getting proof which from whom we are received that message. Then authentication is nothing but C will send the message to B with the name of A. Okay, C will send the message to C with the name of A. So these are the concerns of network. We need to secure those network. Like this will be there, means in peer-to-peer network, it's a most disadvantageous one. Okay, it's because everyone will have data. Using those data, everyone will try to hack. Okay, so we need to do some encryption or decryption to secure those data. Okay, so for that purpose we are doing encryption. Okay, overcome the concerns, we are doing the encryption is nothing but in your WhatsApp application also is there. If you are sending a message, you will be get a notification, we are encrypted with 16-bit or 64-bit. Then after that only we are sending to the receiver, like that you will be get a notification. Same thing only. So to overcome those concerns, we are sending a readable format. Those readable format will be encrypted with an ciphertext. Ciphertext is nothing but it's a non-readable format. Okay, with one key. Okay, with one 16-bit key or 64-bit key or 32-bit key. Using those key, the receiver will be convert non-readable format into an decrypted format. Okay, that is readable format. So this is the thing we are overcome the concerns. Okay, so in this also we are using technique like cryptography. Okay, so why we are using cryptography means we need to concern the network issues. Okay, so for that purpose we are using two type of symmetric key and asymmetric key. Okay, so before we go into this types, we need to know about what is cryptography. Cryptography is nothing but cryptography. Okay, crypto is nothing but hidden or secret. Okay, that is we are converting the message into an secret thing and then writing. Okay, graphic nothing but writing. Okay, so using those symmetric key and asymmetric key, we want to, this is the two types available in cryptography. Symmetric key is nothing but we are converting an data with one general key like K1. Okay, so see here I am using a K1 is the one of the key, that is one of the privacy key. Using this K1 privacy key, I am converting the my text message into a ciphertext, and then I am passing both the K1 key and then my ciphertext message. Okay, so this is not a secured one, because in symmetric this is not a secured one, because I am converting with the same K1 key only and decrypting with the same K1 key only. Okay, this is not a secured one. Okay, for that purpose we are using asymmetric key. Okay, so asymmetric key is nothing but we have a public key and private key. Okay, so for each and every nodes have some private key. For example, we can take it as our mobile phone. Each and every mobile phone have some IME number. Okay, so each and that is some unique IME number. Like that, each and every node have some unique number, unique private key. Using that unique private key, we are converting with encryption data with public key. Okay, we are using here simply we are using here both unique, that is private key, and public key, then converting the message and then sending the message. That is asymmetric key cryptography. Okay, so before we go into this one, you have to know some general information about blockchain. Okay, so everybody will understand now what is blockchain. Sorry, what is the definition of blockchain. Okay, so you can see here, according to the June 7 2020, our blockchain that is blockchain memory is 282 gigabyte. Okay, our blockchain memory will be 282 gigabyte according to the June 7 2020. Okay, so I have to just information about blockchain. Okay, so nodes. Okay, so I already told to you, if I directly enter into an what is blockchain, you don't know what is nodes and what is cryptography or what is hashing or what is previous hashing and all. Okay, so for that purpose I am just giving an introduction to each and every points line by line, and then I will give the whole definition of blockchain. Okay, so what is nodes? Nodes is nothing but in those community. For example, we have a laptop, we have a mobile phone, and we have some other internet we are connecting with the internet, that is nodes. Okay, so nodes having totally two types. One is full node, another one is partial node. Okay, so what is full node means? Full node is nothing but it store the blockchain. Okay, it store the blockchain. Blockchain is nothing but you have a node. Okay, if you are joining with those blockchain community, you are also one of the node. Okay, you want to store some data, some information about all the persons. Okay, that is we need to store some data, that is store the blockchain and verify the block. Before we are going to add that block in your blockchain community, you need to verify the block whether it's from a hacker or it's from an correct one. Okay, and miner is somewhat interesting. Okay, about miner is somewhat interest. At last I will tell to you what is the use of miners. Okay, then partial node is used to wallet purpose. Okay, wallet purpose means we need to store some our Bitcoin values into somewhere. Okay, so used for wallet purpose. Okay, so here you need to note one thing. Okay, so today I am taking an example of for blockchain. I am taking an example Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin as an example, but we can use blockchain community for any other format also, any other for companies also. Okay, so here most generally all of the person will be if they want to explain about blockchain, they will take an Bitcoin as an example. Here I am also taking as a Bitcoin as an example, but you can take it as a match it to both banking scatters also, or any the digital documentation purpose also, okay, or any hospital purpose also, okay, that is your wish, okay. So partial node and full node, okay. So hashing, okay, hashing is nothing but here you need to know one thing, that is cryptography is different, hashing is different, okay. So cryptography is nothing but the data which you are giving, it will be converted into a ciphertext, and then those ciphertext will be using those any key, private key or public key, using those key we can retrieve the data into a readable, okay, that is retrieve the data into an memory, okay. That is, if you are encrypt with any data, you can decrypt with any using those key values, okay, that is called cryptography. But here hashing is nothing but what you are giving as an input, okay, any length, that input should be on any length or any more number of MP or more number of GB, okay. So if it is any length, it will be converted into using hash function. I will convert those data into one output that is fixed length, okay. So for example, if you are giving a GB amount of data also, it will be give the output one fixed length. That fixed length will be according to the hash function, okay. So you will be get the same hash value for the same output. What is the difference, what is the thing is, for example, I need to convert one line like hi I am Kamalesh, okay. So hi I am Kamalesh, I need to convert this hi I am Kamalesh is the one string value, I need to convert those string value into my using hash function. I need to convert those string value into hash value, means it's a for those hash value I will get one fixed length of the data, okay. So here I am changing some input value, okay. Before that I am using hi I am Kamlesh, I am using a same I am using all the letter into the that is small letter, okay. Now I am changing those letter into the capital letter, all the letters will be in capital, all the words will be in capital. I am Kamala, same thing only. Here you can see I am passing two before that I am passing an that is small letters. Now I am passing the letters will be a something capital letter, okay. So for but meaning will be same only, but my output hash value will be different, okay. So according to the input value, each and every time hash value will be changed, but whatever you are giving an input, it will be give one fixed length of the thing, okay. Same hash value will be happen, means that's called collusion. For example, I am passing a one string, your friend also passing same string, okay. For those same string you will be get a same output, that is called collusion. If it is it's not, it's a rare thing, but if it is happen means that is called collusion, okay. So types of hashing, okay. So if you want to do any hashing, okay, we have two type of hash functions, okay, that is SKA and MD. It's a most MD is the most famous one for hashing, and secured SKA also one of the most famous one, secured hash algorithm, okay. The full form of SKA is secured hash algorithm, the full form of MD is message digest, okay. So between these two we have variety number of types, okay, MD1, MD2, MD3, MD4 up to MD6, or SKA1, SKA2, SKA3, like that we have variety number of types, okay. In this SKA2 is the one of the famous one. We are converting our input data into the 256 bit or 512, like that we will convert length, that is length of the output data 256 or 512, okay. So these are the types of hashing, okay. So now you will be clear about hashing, okay. Now I want to tell to you Merkle tree, okay. So Merkle tree is nothing but you need to take some particular transaction, like I need a transaction number 3, I need transaction number 3, okay. So if you take each and every block in blockchain, we have a hash value, okay. Based on those hash value we need to take only the particular transaction with those hash value, means you need to use Merkle tree. Okay, Merkle tree is nothing but if you take one tree, we have a node, we have a leaf, we have a root, like that. Okay, like same thing only. If you take one block, we have a nodes and we have a leaf and we have root. Okay, so based on those things, we need to take any particular amount of transaction details, means you need to use Merkle tree procedure. Okay, so this is one thing, one of the thing you need to know. Okay, so now we will enter into the blockchain. Okay, so about till now I am just giving some information about blocks. Each blocks will contain what are the things, what is hashing, what is cryptography, what is block. Okay, and okay, now we enter into the blockchain. Okay, so you can see, if I take one block in blockchain community, okay, so that block contains data, hash value and hash of previous value. Okay, so I hope everyone will know about what is data, what is hash and what is hash of previous block. If you want to know again about what is hash of previous block, you can review the video, you will be understand. Okay, so data, hash and hash of previous block. Okay, so what is data? So data is nothing but if I send some Bitcoin. Okay, so not only Bitcoin, if I send any digital documentation to from one user to another user with that documentation details, okay, so it will be stored somewhere. Okay, so it want to store somewhere. Okay, that is called data block. Okay, data block contain detail of transaction. Okay, so detail of Bitcoin transaction. Okay, so we have a history from from and to and how much amount, that is called data block. Okay, then hash block is nothing but it will convert the input data, that is input letter or number, into the encrypted output in fixed length. Okay, so you can see here that fingerprint, it's a unique number. Okay, no, there is no repeated length. Okay, repeated output file, encrypted file. Okay, so it will be something different, it's a unique one. So that's why here each and every person have as a human being, we have a unique thumbprint. Okay, like same thing only, it's a unique thing. Okay, as is created for using algorithm is essential. What are the algorithm we are using and what are the algorithm we need to manage the cryptocurrency. Okay, so this is called hash block. So if you take a data block about data and how much money how much Bitcoin transaction from to and then about those details, that is I have a name. Okay, from have a one name to have one name, that is ABCDEF. Okay, then amount having 62 Bitcoin. Okay, so these details will be encrypted with using hash block. Okay, then as of previous block, we have another one. If you take one block, we have totally 3, that is data and hash of previous block. Hash of previous block is nothing but that is in blockchain community we have more number of blocks. Okay, not only we have 1 or 2 block or 3 block, we have more thousand or more than thousands of blocks we'll have. Okay, so each block will be chained with the before block. Okay, that is called hash of previous block. For example, you can see here I am taking you can see here center of the question hash equal to 6bq1. Okay, so that 6bq1 will be communicate with next one previous block. Okay, so that is previous block hash function value will be communicate with previous block. Okay, so each and every block will be communicate with previous one. But if it is a block first creator block, that is block number 1, is called as a genesis block. Okay, so they don't have any previous hash block. The hash value will be a 0. Okay, that is called genesis block. Okay, so this is the communication between each block. Okay, then if I trying to add any new, that is, if I already told to you, if you have a magical book, in that magical book if you are trying to rewrite something, means each and everyone will know what you are rewriting. Okay, it's can't possible to rewrite. Like same thing only, if I rewrite block number 2, okay, so after rewriting the block number 2, my ASCII value will be changed automatically. Okay, that is the main that is why we called as a blockchain is a secured one. Okay, if you are do something, any hacker will be try to do something with any block. Okay, after it's done, automatically ASCII value will be changed. Okay, so if it is ASCII value will be changed, it will be affect to the next one previous block ASCII value. Okay, so that's why we told that blockchain community is the most secure one when compared to centralized community. Okay, so use of hash. Okay, once a block is created, the hash value will be generated. Okay, if I any transaction, one block is created with more number of transaction details, then one ASCII value will be generated. That ASCII value will be that is ASCII value will communicate with next block. Okay, changing something inside the block is also will change the ASCII value. Okay, so it's very useful to detect the changes of block. Okay, if any person try to attack any block, means it's very useful, we can see the block. Okay, but we can try to change the block. Okay, for example, here I am telling you to, if any person will try to change the block, okay, we can detect easily. Okay, but we can do with some supercomputers. Okay, that I will tell you. Okay, for example, nowadays we have a more number of supercomputers, like thousands of supercomputers we have. Okay, using those thousands of supercomputers, we will create one community. Okay, using those community, that is, for example, we have 100% of block we need 51% of blockchain community to rewrite the entire block. Okay, so if you have a supercomputer with 51% of community in blockchain, okay, you can able to change any block. Okay, that is the but nowadays we need to create a 15% of community is most difficult one. But if you done 51% of community, we can change the block. Okay, okay, so how we can add a new block? Okay, so until you will be comes to one point of view, what is blockchain? Okay, what is the block content and what is blockchain, you will be understand. Okay, so if I trying to add a new block with an if I trying to add a new block, we need some algorithms. Okay, based on those algorithms, we need to add each block. For example, if I want to add those block, found new block in my blockchain community, each and every person available in those community want to accept that block. Okay, then only it will be added in our blockchain community. Okay, without anything we need to add, means it's most difficult. Without any acceptance we need to add any block, means it's not difficult. Okay, so if you want to add like those new block in your blockchain community, we need to use consensus algorithm. Okay, so consensus algorithm is one of the algorithm to add a new block in your blockchain community. Okay, so what is consensus algorithm? Consensus algorithm is nothing but we can agree on one particular state of blockchain in the entire network. Okay, so each and every blockchain, each and every nodes in your blockchain, we need agree to add those entire new block in your network. Okay, that is called consensus algorithm. Okay, so in consensus algorithm we have different type of algorithm, like POW, POS, lot of algorithms we have. But POW, that is power of work, is the most famous one to add new block in your community. Okay, so you can see here block has been validated before making a changes. Okay, so if you make any changes, after changes we need to that block will be validated by each and every user. That is, we need to accept that all the new users, okay, then only it will be add. Okay, so if I want to add, it takes at least 10 minutes to add the block. Okay, for example, if you need to add 6 block in your blockchain community, we need to wait for 16 minutes, okay, for to add those block. Okay, so every machine in your blockchain network will have a copy of the blockchain. Okay, this one everyone will know. Okay, so if you want to add, it takes minimum 10 minutes. Okay, that's why there is a main drawback of blockchain. Okay, why means for example, everyone will know about Visa. Okay, Visa in your ATM card or in your debit card, if we have now Visa. Okay, Visa will be for each and every second its transaction will be occur, more than 10,000 or 1,000 transaction will be occur. Okay, money transaction using those Visa. Okay, but here you can see, if you want to do any one transaction in blockchain community, we need some time, like 10 minutes or 7 minutes or 8 minutes. We need some time, then only block will be created and add your transaction in those block. Okay, until 10 minutes it will be wait. Okay, at waiting time, miners will be try to mine your Bitcoin through their wallet. Okay, so about miners, I will once again I will repeat in at last one. Okay, so everyone want to wait. Okay, then to change the block need supercomputers. Okay, everyone know about supercomputers, and 50% majority of the blockchain network. Okay, so we need 50%. Okay, so about public blockchain, it's difficult to 50% of majority we need. But if it is a private blockchain, that is private community blockchain, means for example, I am having a company, ABC IT company. Okay, so for ABC IT company, I am creating on blockchain community. In those blockchain community, I need to add any new block, means we can easily create a 50% of majority. Okay, because within our company, how many persons will be working, that is those persons we can request and we can accept those new block. But if it is a public block, we can adding is can't possible. Okay, those types of consensus algorithm. Okay, so power of work is one of the main one of the famous one for blockchain and Bitcoin, and PO is also one of the another one consensus algorithm, that is POS stack and POET. Okay, that is POET is elapsed time. POET elapsed time, it's introduced by Intel. Okay, and POD deposit and POC capacity. Okay, these are the consensus algorithm, but most famous one is POW. I will tell you what is the use of POW. Okay, sorry, what is the procedure of POW. Then types of blockchain. So blockchain can be divided by three types. Okay, one is public blockchain. Okay, it's a open, anyone can part of it. Okay, so if you have a blockchain software, you can install those softwares and you can add it in the public community. Okay, anyone can part of it. Okay, but private blockchain also we have, that is specially for single company. Okay, so if you have a company, so like single company, you need to create one community for those company employees. You can create easily, that is, and comes under private blockchain. For example, any banks, Qatar, or any hospital, like that. Okay, so then another one is having federated blockchain. Okay, federated blockchain is nothing but a group of companies. Okay, so did you hear the word of hyperledger? I think you don't know. Okay, you can search it in online about hyperledger. So it comes under federated blockchain only. Group of companies, that is some of the, if it is a private blockchain means a single company, but federated means group of companies. Okay, so introduction to Ethereum. Okay, so why we need Ethereum? Okay, what is the use of Ethereum? Okay, we need to see. Okay, because till now we are telling how blockchain will be work, how we can use Bitcoin and how we can transfer the amount like that and all. But we need to do something with some virtual machine. Okay, for that we need some softwares. Okay, so that software, it should be a Ethereum like this. Okay, so for example, if you want to run an one blockchain community within your laptop or within your community. We need some decentralized network, not like a Amazon, Google or Facebook centralized network. We need some decentralized network. We need to create a decentralized network. Okay, so if you need to create a decentralized network, we need to use Ethereum platform. Okay, so Ethereum platform is the one of the platform. It's to create a decentralized application. Okay, so decentralized application means using those Ethereum software we need to install in your laptop. After installing, we need to create that decentralized network in your laptop. Okay, then Ethereum also having one cryptocurrency that is called Ether. Okay, it was also called as a Ether. If you are solve any puzzles or if you are solve any mathematical calculation, they will give the cryptocurrency like Ether. Okay, so why we need Ether? Okay, before we going to using Ethereum, okay, I like to tell you about Java virtual machine. Okay, so here everybody will think why we are seeing JVM. Okay, JVM is nothing but if you are from Java's programmer or if you are from IT scatter, you know about JVM. What is the use of Java virtual machine? Okay, so if you want to run any Java code, we need JVM. Okay, we need to install JDK. Okay, using those JDK only we need to run the Java codes. Okay, so like same thing only, if you want to run Ethereum, we need Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, we need to install Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, it's a type of blockchain introduced by Ethereum virtual machine. We need to install Ethereum virtual machine. And who invented that Ethereum and Ethereum virtual machine means Vitalik Buterin. Okay, so is the co-founder of introduced by EVM, that is Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, so Ethereum have if you want to develop one decentralized application, we need Ethereum and we need Ether. Ether is nothing but like cryptocurrency. We need Ether. Okay, so this and all we need to do, but we need some programming language to implement those apps and those Ether. Okay, so that is the programming language here is called as a Solidity. Okay, so it's one type of new programming language only for blockchain. Okay, using this Solidity you can develop one decentralized application and we can get an Ethereum cryptocurrency. Okay, it's already if you are well in Python or Java, any other programming language, learning of Solidity also easy thing only, not a problem. Okay, so smart contract and miners. So I think we conclude at the end of the session smart contract and miners. Okay, so I like to tell you about smart contract. Smart contract is nothing but if you, for example, nowadays if you want to buy any online shopping like Flipkart or Amazon, you need to pay the amount. Okay, the amount will be received by Flipkart or Amazon. Okay, after amount is received by Flipkart or Amazon, Flipkart subdomains, that is sub companies will be prepare the product and then give it to us. Okay, so it's not a secured one. Okay, whether they will change for example, if you want to buy a laptop, they will change some hard disk file or newer one into older one, or they will change some screens like that. They will change some accessories and then they will give it to us. Means it's not a trusted one. Okay, because we are paying for Flipkart, then Flipkart will be allow some sub organization to give the product. Okay, so we have between those we have some misunderstanding problem or miscommunity problem. Okay, so we need to rectify this one. We need to use smart contract. Okay, so smart contract is nothing but if I want to buy any laptop, I will transfer to ABC. That is, I will transfer to ABC will be taken as a Flipkart. For example, you can take it as a ABC as a Flipkart, and Flipkart sub company is XYZ. Okay, so I will transfer the amount to ABC, but the amount will be not received by Flipkart. Okay, I will transfer the amount to Flipkart, but amount will be not transferred to the Flipkart until the product will be received by by the correct part will be received by you. Okay, if if the correct part is received by you, then you will be transfer the amount to the ABC. That is, the amount will be you transfer to Flipkart, but it will be not transferred like that. It's called a smart contract. Okay, so it's easy now. It's like now it should be trusted. If your laptop will be not properly working, you can directly return the money. Okay, it's not a problem because we are using smart contract here. So that is what I want to tell you about smart contracting. Okay, then minus. So here it's a somewhat interesting one. Okay, so we already know about blockchain, how it's working. Okay, so if you want to transfer some Bitcoin to your friends, okay, I already told to you it will be take some time, like 10 minutes or 20 minutes time. Sorry, not a 20 minutes, it takes some time. Okay, so at that time your Bitcoin, the transactions will be stored in one area, that is mempool area. For example, if you are enter into the hospital to see a doctor, you need to wait for some time. Okay, then only you will see the doctor. That is what in here also we are doing. Okay, so if you want to transfer any Bitcoin to any your friends, we need to wait for some time. Okay, that area is called as a mempools. Okay, so if you are transferred to any Bitcoin to your friend, at the time miners will pick the transaction. How they pick the transaction means at a time contains many Bitcoin transactions along the transaction fees. Along your transaction, many Bitcoins will be available. Okay, the miners then pick the transaction willing to pay the highest transaction fees and add them to the block. Okay, so they are willing to add more higher fees and then add them to the block. Since the transaction fees is to be paid into the miner, the higher transaction fees are more likely to the miner is to pick your transaction and add to the next block he will mine. Okay, he will mine the data. Okay, each mine could be a same transaction and trying to mine the block. Okay, that is indeed possible. Okay, but ultimately only one miners will successfully mine a block at the time, and then transaction will be through only once. Okay, so if at the waiting time miners will be send some more number of transaction fees and then ready to mine those your data into a next block. Okay, that is the use that is the help tricks of miners. Okay, so miners means we need to solve some puzzles or we need to solve some mathematical calculation to retrieve the data. Okay, so this is what miners. Okay, so then we comes into the end of the session, drawback of blockchain. Okay, what is the drawback? Okay, so here drawback is nothing but it's a complex. Okay, we need to understand blockchain it's a very complex one because I am telling you to we need to use consensus algorithm, or we need to use chain, we need to use hashing, we need to use cryptography, or we need to use nodes, we need to use miners. Okay, so I am telling some different kind of words and different type of functions. Okay, different type of activities. Okay, so if you are new to this blockchain, the understanding of these things is very complex. Okay, but it will be comes to find at one point, if you are experienced with those blockchain community, you will be comes to understand, but it's very complex. Okay, and transaction is slow speed. That is already I told to you. Compared to Visa, it will be take 1 or 2 transaction only for 10 minutes. Okay, if Visa means for each and every seconds it will be send the transaction of 1000 users from one place to another place. But if it is a blockchain community means for transaction is very slow. Okay, then wastage of resources. Wastage of resources is nothing but we are using some supercomputers, or we need to use some any other that is we want to transfer one Bitcoin to your friend, we need to wait for some 10 minutes to transaction those amount. Okay, so then wastage of resources only. Okay, then security and privacy. Security and privacy is it's a secured one only, but but all the every data, that is each and every general information will be available in your block. For example, if I send the data, if I send any transaction to my friend, those data will be available of all the user with encrypted value. Okay, everyone will be know how much I will send to the send to that person. Everyone will know. Okay, that is a secured and privacy. If it is a secured, if they using hash function, they have converted their my name into the ASCII values also, but they have a data of mine. Okay, it's not a secured. Then 51% attack, that I already told to you. Okay, 51% of attack means uh, if the community will be more than 51% of attack, that is malicious user, they will be trying to do anything. Okay, that is 51% attack. Okay, so up to this, hope everybody, this is the end of the session about blockchain. Everybody will be understand about blockchain, I hope. Okay, if you have any question, you can put it, you can send it in your comment box. Okay, I will be answer for that one. Okay, if you have any question, please. Wastage of resources. Three drawback is wastage of resources. Wastage of resources means we need to wait for some time until the process will be complete. Okay, until the transaction will be complete, we need to wait for some time. So that is the use of, okay, blockchain details understandable. Any questions you may have, please put it in comment box. I will be explain to you, because it's a new technology. Hope everyone will not familiar with this technology. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box. I will be reply you. Any real-time application of blockchain, like Bitcoin or time stamping, you need to transfer some. I need to tell one thing. See here, this is the steam.com. Okay, so this is working under this website is working under a blockchain community only. Okay, if you want to part of it, you can log in and part of it. Its community is only working under blockchain community only. So if you are create an account, and if you are post something like Instagram, now you are posting Instagram photos in your Instagram account. Okay, like that, if you are posting your photos in these, not a photos, any blogs or anything in this website, means for those website, for those blogs or for those photos, you will be get some rewards. Okay, you will be get some Bitcoin rewards to your account. Okay, so if you are free, you can, once you can check this website. The name is steam.com. It's working under a blockchain community only. Okay, so see here, Steam, Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay, so if you are new, you can once you check it. Okay, so length of the blockchain, we can't predict, because according to the usage. Minus how they end. Okay, so I already told to you, if you transfer any amount to any user, it will be take some time, 8 minutes or 10 minutes sometime. At the time, minus will be take some data. Okay, minus job is nothing but collecting the collecting the bitcoins or any other data from transaction. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel. If you are like this video, please hit a like button. Okay, it will be helpful for us. And then hit a bell icon, you will be get a notification. If it is a possible, I will be put a tutorials about how we can install Ethereum and how we can install Ethereum software in your own laptop. I will put a tutorials video. Okay, what is the future of student who learn blockchain technology? Yeah, you can, if you are ready to learn blockchain, you can learn, not a problem, because it's a next revolution technology only. It's not, it's useful only. Okay, Okay, any other question? Okay, if you are new to this channel, please hit a bell icon. Sorry, please subscribe the button and hit a bell icon. You will be get a notification. And then if you are want to feedback form, we pinned it in the chat community itself, chat box itself. You click that feedback form and then register your names. Okay. No. Hashing, for hashing purpose, if you are use small letter one word means you will be get some ASCII value. Okay, sorry, hash function value. If you are new, if you are using capital letter, you will become for that same string, but you will be get a different hash function value. Okay, that's what I am trying to tell to you. Okay, otherwise about hashing and about that is about hashing and about cryptography and how to install Ethereum software in your laptop. About these three, I will be next session. I will try to put on tutorial webinar about how to install like this and all. Okay. So thank you to one and all. It's time to signing off. So before that, I will tell you some information. If you are new to this, if you want to take internship, you can take internship from IIT. We are conducting an internship. You will be get an certificate. And then I am Kamlesh. If you have any doubt regarding about this today's webinar, you can mail me hod.java@pantechmail.com. If you are new to if you want to read, if you want to know upcoming events, further information, you can contact this WhatsApp number. And then if you are in Telegram, please subscribe our channel. You will be getting notification of each and every event. And then if you need any internships or any other webinars like this, you can contact those Mr. Senthil Kumar, Mr. Srinivasan and Mr. Kumarasamy for any further information. Okay, so I hope everyone will get a knowledge about blockchain. We will see on next webinar So thank you to one and all. It's signing off from Kamlesh. Thank you all. Thank you for the college for conducting this wonderful webinar, Anand Institute of Higher Technology. Thank you.